Let me say, for example, you have eaten a lot of sweet potatoes. Do you know how sweet potatoes or these yams? You have eaten a lot of them and yet you don't have any water that you can drink. How do you usually feel? That is the proper ventilation of a poultry house. Don't make a poultry house as if you are making the house for you to stay in. That is the best. So guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, because if your likes is what I really need, and that is how you can support the channel. Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's the Actuarial Farmer. So today I'm going to give you about this house, the perfect house that you have to build for your poultry house. The perfect house. So you can see it from there. It's getting a bit dark, but I'll do it faster so that the dark doesn't catch me. So that is the poultry house, as you can see it, up to there. Okay, from here up to that first floor, it is around 8 feet. Then the upper floor is 7 feet high. From the bottom here up to there, it is 8 feet. Then the rest, it is 7 feet. So in total, the height of the house is 15 feet high. So we build this house like this so that you can be able to save space. This house, the dimensions are from the width. The width is 30 feet. Then the length is 60 feet. As you can see it, we are using this tarpaulin so as we can prevent the rain from coming into the poultry house. So let me take you around. That is the poultry house. From here is whereby you can see it very properly. That is our poultry house. I will take you inside, then I can explain to you how you can do everything. Let's head straight to the top floor. So as you can see it from this side, that is how the poultry house looks like. That is the ultimate poultry house that you need for your farm. Now I want to take you inside, but there is no ladder. So I'll try and move this ladder over here to bring it here so that I can show you inside of this poultry house. Okay, after I've done that on the rooftop, then I'll bring you back at the bottom. Or should I start at the bottom because of the dark? Okay, let me start with the bottom. Because of the dark, we have to start with the bottom. That is the only solution, because the dark is coming very, very fast and I have to shoot this video. Okay, now let's head into the barn. So over here, after we have finished construction, we will have to put here a foot bath, whereby if you enter this poultry house, you have to disinfect your feet over here. But we will subdivide this house, because if you don't subdivide such a house, you can end up getting some diseases on the farm. And us, we don't want to get diseases on the farm, because you know, this is a very huge investment and we have to really protect our investment. So this is the bottom floor. It is very dark over here. Guys, you have just to bear with me. So these are automatic drinkers. We decided to put automatic drinkers because if you are putting water over and over into a poultry house, it will take you a lot of time, and also it will tamper with the biosecurity of the farm, because you can find a guy that is not washing up those drinkers very well. And if you find a guy that is reckless, he will end up destroying your farm. I don't think if you can see me very well. So over here, this is the top floor. As you can see it, that is the top floor. We decided to use these woods and these planks. I will take you to the top floor, then I'll explain to you further. So these are the automatic drinkers, as I've said. So this house will subdivide it into 3 parts, whereby will be subdivided. The length is 100 feet. We will divide it at 33 1/3. For every cube, we will have three partitions over here, so that we can be able to control the biosecurity of the farm. We make sure that the chicken don't mix up too much, because if there are so many in one place, you may find out that the rooster is not being able to mate with the chicken very well. So we want a place whereby the chicken can mate very well with the rooster. So that is why we have to partition it. And if you partition it, you'll be sure with the ratio of the female to male, because if you don't partition it, you can end up just messing up with the number. So that is the bottom floor. And you have to construct your poultry house with such a level. And you have seen, we have used this wire mesh and this chain link and this wire mesh. So if you are using such wire mesh and chain link, you will prevent some rodents and some small animals from entering into your chicken coop that can harm your animal. You know, the benefit of just constructing a house for a poultry is, if you need a house like this, the chicken usually need a house so that they can be able to protect themselves from predators. You don't need to have a house that for chicken that is built like a house for a human being. You can't do that, because if you do that, there will be poor ventilation in the house. Make sure, if you haven't watched the video of proper ventilation of a poultry house, you must click up here so that you can be able to watch that video. So that is the proper ventilation all the way, all around. Look how beautiful that sunset is. Guys, that sunset looks very amazing. So that is how a poultry house should look like. I want to take you on the top floor, then I shall explain some things later. So guys, this is the top floor. We have used these planks of wood, 6 by 1, 6 by 1. This is how we have done the top floor, so that we can be able to save on the weight of the bottom floor. Because if you're using concrete over here on top, it will be very heavy, and those poles that I've used on the bottom floor won't be able to hold. It's a bit dark here. It looks like we are in a den, but guys, you have just to bear with me. So this is the top floor. It's not that long, as I said. I don't know if you can see me. Maybe I'm Mr. Blackman, but I think you can see me. So that is how the top floor looks like. This top floor, what we'll be using on the top floor is that we'll be using it for the brooding of the day-old chicks. So that is the better part. I think let me be here. I think now you can see me very well. So the top floor, we will be using it for the brooding of the chicks, because the chicks are not heavy, and this place is biosecure in a way, because there will be minimal interactions with the outside world. Because a person who comes up here has to really have disinfected their feed and they have changed their clothes so that they can be able to come up here. So that is our top floor, as I said. So I want to go and show you the tanks, the storage water tanks, whereby we will be storing our water. You know, for every 1 gram of feed that a chicken intakes, it needs 2 grams of water. So the most important thing on your farm is for your farm to have enough water. Because if on your farm you don't have enough water, this can lead to huge losses on your farm. Because if a chicken gets thirsty and it has eaten a lot of, let me say for example, you have eaten a lot of sweet potatoes. Do you know how sweet potatoes, or these yams, you have eaten a lot of them, and yet you don't have any water that you can drink? How do you usually feel? So that is one example. You have to make sure that you have given your chicken enough water. And I'm going to show you what we have for the water, because on a poultry farm, the most important thing is for you to have enough water storage, water backup. Is it water backup really? Because the water usually helps in the faster growth of the chicken. So guys, let me go and show you the water tanks. So guys, this is the storage water tank. That water tank, as you can see over here, it is 10,000 liters. So that is the backup. And on top over here, we have the 1500 water tank. So that water tank is whereby you can get water from here. Then it goes up there. After it has gone up there, then it can go into the poultry house directly into the automatic drinkers. So make sure if you are doing farm work, you have such storage water tanks, because if you don't have these storage water tanks, it can lead to a menace on your farm. So that is one thing that you have to take into consideration. So I'm going to show you the well whereby we get the water from. Okay guys, so this is the well. It's getting a bit dark, but I will just cope up with it. So this is the well. Let me open it for you guys. It's a bit dark, but you can see this pipe over here. That is the pipe that brings the water from the well. It's just a well, it's not a borehole. So we are using that well. We have a submersible water pump in that well. So guys, that is our poultry farm tour. That is the poultry house that it looks on this side. It's getting very, very dark, very fast. But this, I think that banana is blocking it. Now let me take you this way so that you can be able to see it properly. This is how the video will end. As I've told you, make sure that if you're constructing a poultry house, you have proper ventilation. Those are the takeouts. And that is how the poultry house looks by this side. We are using that iron sheet over there. This taplon is covering that iron sheet that you can't see it very well. These iron sheets are kept there so that it can be able to protect the top floor from the chicks falling out, and also prevent the cold of the top floor. That's why the top floor is well covered. But on the bottom floor, we will be using these taplons like this only when it's raining. When it is during the day and it is very sunny, we will be raising the taplons up. So guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, because if your likes is what I really need, and that is how you can support the channel. Guys, join me in this journey. Make sure you subscribe, and that is the farm tour of our farm. So guys, stay tuned to the channel so as we can be able to know more of what is really going on. Yes, so that is just a sneak peek. I'll give you a very full detailed video of how the chicks will come, the brooding of the chicks when they arrive. I'll be taking you all through all those steps. So guys, if you're around, make sure you stay tuned and subscribe to the channel so as you can join me on this journey and be able to succeed. The storage of my phone is really misbehaving, so every time I'm trying to record, it's cutting off because it's saying the storage is full. So guys, just make sure, I wanted to make this video longer, but my phone is really misbehaving. So guys, just bear with me. This is just a sneak peek. I'll give you a full detailed video of how you can do the best poultry farming on this world. So guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't watched the video of the proper ventilation of your poultry house, make sure you click up here. But the proper ventilation, you have seen it guys. That is the proper ventilation of a poultry house. Don't make a poultry house as if you're making the house for you to stay in. That is the best way that you can make your poultry house. Today I've not dressed of how I usually dress, but this is what is going on the ground. Guys, see you. Ciao. Bye bye.